Hi there, we're going to be looking at income tax, and in this video we're just going to look at the concept of it, and then in the next video we'll look at how to work it out. So what I've got here is this bar here is representing someone's salary. So that's the first bit of terminology, the term for how much someone earns in a year. So here's their salary, and what happens is that each person is given a tax-free allowance. So up to a certain amount, you get all that money tax-free. Somewhere in the region of £6,000 or £7,000. So just plop that on in the region of about £6,000 or £7,000 for the sake of argument. Let's call it 7, shall we? And that means that all of this section here goes into your bank account. Above that, there's something called a basic rate of tax. At the moment, it's 20%. Sometimes it changes. And that means that 20% of the next lot of earnings goes in tax. So at the moment, that basic rate ends at 37,400. I'm sure this video will come out of date very quickly, but that's the amount that you'll get taxed up to 20% on. So what that means is that you get 20% taken off you. It's about 20% of it. And then the rest, the other 80%, you get to keep. And that goes into your bank account. The really shrewd amongst you will be talking about national insurance and other deductions that might come off, and for the moment we're not talking about those. Then above 37,400 is the high rate of tax. And that's currently 40%, and that means that for the rest of your salary a large chunk is taken off in tax, and then you keep the further 60%. For anyone earning above 150,000, they do end up paying 50% tax in some cases, but that may apply to some of you. Good luck to you. But for most of us, this is about as far as we're going to get, up into the high rate of tax at 40%. So in order to work these out, what we have to be able to do is, first of all, if we know the tax allowance, we know that that's going to go into our income. So if we're looking at total income once tax has been taken off, and then we can also have a look at total tax as well. So that's our tax-free allowance, which goes into our income. Here's the bit that's left off after we take 20% off 30,400. So there's the rest of our income, and then above 37,000 up to your total salary, you get 60% of that because 40% gets taken off. So there's your total income, and what we find is that in terms of our total tax, it's a combination of the two bits that were taken off, the 20% and the 40%. And these are the calculations we're going to have a look at in the next video, is how to work out your total income or your total tax based on your salary and these tax allowances and basic rates and higher rates of tax.